Welcome, precious soul, to this sacred sanctuary of divine grace and deep healing. Look at the spinning cosmic clock of the world, rushing wildly while your heart suffocates. You are desperately watching others succeed, crying out that heaven has arrived too late. But freeze the gears. Right now, this exact video did not reach your screen by accident. Listen closely, for the Lord of Eternity delivers an urgent message to your soul. I see you waking up every morning with a heavy chest crushed by silent anxiety. Your eyes immediately turn toward the worldly calendar, measuring your lack of progress. A wave of absolute panic hits you when you realize how quickly the years slip away. You look around at your childhood peers and see them climbing the ladders of great success. They have established beautiful families, bright careers, and stable, luxurious homes. Yet, when you look at your own reflection, you feel completely trapped and left behind. The phantom weight of comparison presses into your mind, stealing your daily peace. You believe you are merely standing still, or worse, moving backward into deep darkness. Every milestone achieved by someone else becomes a sharp thorn in your tired heart. You ask yourself why your journey is so full of painful delays and empty promises. In the quiet hours of the night, you pour out your bitter tears onto your pillow. You look up at the silent heavens, crying out with a voice full of deep resentment. My child, I hear the exact words you whisper when your faith begins to crumble. You look at my altar and ask me, Lord, why does your miracle always arrive too late? You wonder if I have completely forgotten the promises I whispered to your ancestors. According to ancient records, many faithful servants faced this exact internal storm. They felt abandoned in the wilderness of time, watching the worldly empires flourish. You feel the same isolation today, assuming my love has bypassed your fragile life. This heavy illusion of being abandoned is crushing your fragile spiritual endurance. But I tell you, your perception of time is heavily distorted by worldly standards. This toxic impatience is actively destroying the sacred foundation of your soul. It forces you to make reckless decisions, chasing fast wealth in high-risk places. You desperately compromise your divine values just to keep up with the superficial crowd. The deep fear of loneliness drives you straight into the wrong arms, settling for temporary love. You accept counterfeits because you are terrified that the true blessing will never arrive. The intense anxiety of being too late becomes a dangerous weapon for the enemy. Dark forces use your internal panic to lure you away from my designated path. They constantly whisper dark lies that I am completely blind to your flowing tears. If you continue letting this worry control your heart, you will ruin your own destiny. If you face a silent storm today, will you trust my timeline or surrender to fear? When you rush ahead of my grace, you trip over traps that you were never meant to face. You completely blind yourself to the beautiful lessons and quiet miracles of the present. Your anxious mind is so heavily focused on the future that you drop the beautiful gifts of today. You are unconsciously tearing down the glorious breakthroughs I am preparing for you. According to historical records, haste has always led empires into sudden destruction. When kings refused to wait for divine counsel, their glorious golden palaces crumbled into ash. The enemy wants you to believe that time is running out, so you will sabotage yourself. Do not let the frantic, chaotic rhythm of this modern world dictate the eternal state of your soul. Breathe in my presence and recognize the invisible warfare raging around your timeline. Stop striving blindly in the dark, for your desperate struggle only deepens the illusion. But I want you to engrave this eternal truth deeply into your trembling heart today. The perfect timing of heaven never runs according to the chaotic calendar of earth. 1,000 worldly years are like a single passing day in my glorious presence. This exact video appeared on your digital screen at the absolute perfect microsecond. It did not manifest a single moment too early, nor did it miss the divine beat by a hair. It arrived precisely when your weary soul required a powerful heavenly life jacket. In the official dictionary of the Kingdom of Heaven, the word delay does not exist. What your human mind perceives as a painful stagnation is actually my strict protection. According to historical truths, many times I hold my beloved children back from danger. Can you look back at your past major disappointments and clearly recognize my hidden protective hand? I have deliberately stopped your hurried feet so you would not board the train destined for total destruction. I closed those superficial doors because the path ahead was filled with invisible landmines. You wept over the rejection, oblivious to the fact that I was saving your life. Sages of old always understood that divine waiting is the ultimate form of mercy. I am currently aging the finest vintage wine for the final grand segment of your feast. The best blessings require deep cultivation in the hidden dark rooms of preparation. Do not demand an immediate harvest when the seed is still developing its permanent deep roots. Trust the temporary darkness of the soil, for it is the true incubator of your breakthrough. Every monumental shift in history was preceded by a long period of complete silence. My silence is never my absence. It is the laboratory where my power works. I am weaving the threads of your destiny into a masterpiece that world will envy. Therefore, silence your inner doubts and let my sovereign peace wash over your mind. Release that heavy, invisible pressure that you have accumulated over these brutal years. At this exact moment, I am actively recalibrating the entire time system of your life. The grand synchronicity of the universe is starting to move in your ultimate favor. You will encounter the right person at the exact designated crossroads of your destiny. There will be no more forced connections, only divine arrangements made by my own hand. Great financial opportunities will firmly knock on your door at the most beautiful hour. They will arrive precisely when you have fully developed the internal character to hold them. Every single tear of painful waiting you shed is being converted into golden joy. I have recorded every midnight sob in my holy archives, and none were wasted. The compensation of heaven will be so massive that your past pain will vanish completely. You are not lagging behind anyone. You are being thoroughly prepared to lead the way. Your hidden steps were never failures. They were essential spiritual training for your crown. Ancient records clearly prove that those who wait upon me always inherit the greatest wealth. Your descendants will talk about your supernatural patience as a beacon of pure hope. Type "I trust in God's perfect timing" right now to fully activate this divine miracle. Let the faithful words of your mouth firmly bind the blessings descending from my altar. The cosmic alignment is fully complete, and the celestial gears are locked into perfect place. You can finally sleep with a peaceful heart, knowing that I am guarding your tomorrow. Walk forward with absolute confidence, for the sovereign King of the universe walks beside you. Your season of rapid acceleration has begun. Step into your glorious divine inheritance. As the divine gears align perfectly, your long seasons of painful delay are turning into ultimate spiritual protection. Do you believe your struggles are divine protection, or do you feel left behind? Share your thoughts below. Smash the like button, share this video, and subscribe to our holy channel to receive more divine messages now.